All good.
All right. So again, this is Operation Stampede. Our planning. We're going over the con op of what we're gonna do come game day. And then it's split into three phases: Phase 1, pathfinding; Phase 2, landing; and Phase 3, battle space shaping. So on Phase 1, pathfinding, we have the time set for 0 to 100. And then the pathfinding team, which is comprised of two 81st guys and four Rough Riders guys, which is our AP
Maybe
team.
one.
One?
Maybe
Okay.
one from 81st.
All right, one
We
to
do not
for.
know about yet.
Is there any chance you could just get like a second guy for it?
We can see. Again, our unit's small as it is, so we'll find out.
Yeah, I mean, like all the guys could get down eventually, but like a one-man team going on his own, it's kind of dangerous.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, we can probably come up with. We'll come up with another one then.
Yeah, I mean, they don't really need to don't need to know a lot about paradropping. It's just open the chute whenever.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Okay, so we got a total of 6 man for the pathfinding team. They're gonna drop at DZ Calgary, which is southwest of DZ Witcher, and they're gonna move to DZ Witcher and secure it for the follow-on main body forces.
And what time is that going to be at when the pathfinding drops?
They're dropping at 02.
Got it.
What time is that going to be in real life? 1900?
Yeah, I guess we could do that.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess we could do 1900. We'll have them get on and I think 1900, 1915, somewhere around there.
Okay.
So that'll be 1900. They'll get on, then they'll move whenever they're ready. And then the Pathfinder will split into two teams, the 81st and the Rough Riders AP. And then the Rough Riders AP will provide security for the main body drop at DZ Witcher, while the 81st team moves northwest to conduct recon to find the enemy arty that has been attacking Fob Jeb. Then the AP team, once main body has landed, they'll move northeast towards they'll move north and northeast in order to find an HVT. And so their objective as the AP team is to find the HVT and eliminate him. And then if they can't find the HVT and eliminate him, they can just take out any comm equipment that they can find to deny the enemy the means of communication to call in reinforcements.
Okay.
All right, and then the drone coverage during this phase will be an MQ-9 Reaper, and they will be dropping with a C-130, right, Ghost?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so do we have any questions on Phase 1 pathfinding? Anything you guys want to ask, suggest? Any last-minute things? No? All right.
No, we got it.
Moving on. Phase 2, landing. Estimated time for that is 0300. It can go earlier, it can go later. It all depends on when the Pathfinders can set up and then call in that the DZ is secure. So the 81st will move, once landed, the 81st will move northwest to eliminate the enemy arty and relieve Fob Jeb. And they will be acting independently but in conjunction with platoon command, so they can call for us if they need anything, some kind of support. And then the AP team will move north to get eyes on the HVT and eliminate him. And then they will get drone priority will move back to the AP team once Raider 1 is in place, which is in a second. So Raider 1 will be acting as the fire support team, or the Fist, and they will move southeast to Hill 2267, which is grid 081050. And then they will have CAS priority and mortar support, and drone priority as well, in order to assist the 80 or the 101st Airborne in their push along MSR Georgia. So Vaco, do you have any questions on that?
No, I think we're cool.
Okay.
By we're, I mean me.
Yeah, so then we'll just make sure that this week we go over some
basic
fire support stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we just need some boys that are out and about. Shady, I'll probably end up grabbing because he's evidently really familiar with mortars.
Okay. Yep, that's good. And then also like just some kind of crash course on drone operation, so you can use that to scout out your path. And then once you guys are set up in your mortar placement and you got everything set up with observation, the drone priority will pass back to the AP team, and then you'll just do your thing there.
Uh-huh.
All right, and then one squad, which is Raider, will move to relieve Restrepo, and then once relieved, they'll push east to the opposite ridgeline and support the offensive north. And then Hornet will move north from DZ Witcher to assault Cap Cuervo from the west. So, do I have any questions on phase 2? All right.
So.
And then for the fist, once Raider pushes east across over the phase line or over the MSR to start clearing the eastern ridge, you'll either move on foot to fall back into them, or if you can, like hitch a ride with the 101st.
Roger.
But it'd be preferred if you just move on foot and just move along the western ridge line, supporting them up all the way up the MSR.
All right.
And then once they get to phase line MacArthur, you'll just fall in with Raider.
Actually, I have a good question. Don't we have a mod where we're able to adjust view distance on the fly, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, yeah, CHV distance.
What is the
yeah.
hotkey for that? Just
You have
for
to add
reference?
It's
Okay,
yeah,
so
it's
add
not
it.
part of our default load. I'll get you the link for it.
Alright,
It's
thanks, boy.
client side. Just make sure some kind of like tips with that. We removed it from the standard mod list because people weren't setting their stuff like pretty universally. If you're in and out of vehicles a lot with it, it will like really fuck your camera up, and like terrain will start flickering and stuff. So you need to try and set the distance that you set with it like pretty universally, because it lets you choose it on foot, in vehicle, and in like an air vehicle.
I got you.
And yeah, try and keep them relatively.
I'll try it out. See if I'm even like, ooh, I really need this. I guess my only concern would ever be like just view distance, because what we're working with is like a pretty fucking long area.
You can
Mhm.
up your view distance from a player level through the ace view distance limiter
All right.
too. That's something Naz helped me with since he's got that space computer.
And then additionally, something else that might be of issue is that sometimes if your terrain's not on ultra, you won't be seeing things from far away. So that also allows you to adjust that, but I'm not sure if you could actually adjust terrain on the fly. But like terrain kind of like unrenders based on distance. So if you're actually trying to do recon on something, you're not like kind of close. You might see people flipping through or
I
just
mean-
not spawn. Yeah.
Generally, I haven't had any issues with it, but again, based off of how long this shit is, we're probably gonna have to be a little bit more mobile than we were with some of our test fucking missions.
Do we know how this terrain's going to affect the angle of fire that Arma puts on the mortars? 'Cause I know, like in Taxstan, we had some issues with artillery and stuff not landing where it's supposed to land because of the mountains, and it doesn't really account for high angle of fire.
Yeah, so I
and
mean,
like looking at these are huge.
most of the time, I mean, the range is pretty close, so that we won't be
Right.
firing really over other ridges. The only concern would be like by like 2099 on like the
Right.
eastern side of the ridge.
Right.
But there's also like if you change the charges, you can actually like change how the angle of the shot.
Okay.
The AI doesn't do that, but yeah. But as long as it's human
Okay.
controlled, you can like if you make it a lower charge, it'll shoot higher, depending on like where the distance is. But yeah,
Right. Okay.
higher charge will shoot more like direct.
Gotcha.
So we can do some stuff like that if there's like no effects. Just like try bringing the charge down.
Okay. That may mean you guys have to be more mobile. Cool.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to be more mobile. For
Yeah,
sure.
I mean, the good thing is, at least the observers, I think, have to be more mobile. But the mortars, like around that fist location, it's pretty wooded. So if you set up somewhere like around there, in like the woods itself, a little further back, you should be able to just have your observers up at the fist location itself, and then just move like north along the ridges.
Right.
Question from 81st.
Yeah.
So looking at Fob Jeb, once we relieve it, would you want us to go check out this town, or even check out that town first and then move up?
So you have, I mean, that's up to you what you guys want to do first, but you should be able to see that town from Fob Jeb. It's like on a
Okay.
cliffside, so you should have plenty of eyes of what's going on in there. But then yes,
got it.
once you relieve Fob Jeb, we'll see how it goes from there onto phase 3. But if you guys are like finished before we're on to the next phases, you guys can just push in northeast to support us, clearing like that ridge line.
Yep. Yeah, so going, I'm
Yep.
lagging for some reason. but going up this way.
Yeah. So you just move along this way,
All
parallel
right.
to our
Yeah,
AP
that
team.
works.
Just help us clear that ridge line.
Gotcha.
All right. So, any other questions on phase 2? All right, phase 3. We got battle space shaping. So this is we're continue pushing along the both the west and the eastern ridgeline in vicinity of MSR Georgia to support the 101st advance north to phase line Eisenhower. And then once 101st have reached phase line Eisenhower, we will consolidate and retrograde to the nearest friendly position. So depending on where we're at, we might push up to Camp Bronco. We might go back to Fob Jeb. It all depends on where we're at. But Camp Bronco and Fob Jeb are probably our 2 locations that we'll move into afterwards.
Gotcha.
So any questions on that? Phase 3. No?
If
All right.
Where's this camp that you keep bringing up? I don't see it.
Camp Bronco is like further to the northeast. And then we'll arrange some kind of vehicle transport or something just to get over
I
there.
see it. All right, yeah, I
it's in
got
the
you.
valley there.
Yeah, so Bronco is it's ANA, Afghan National Army, and it's also as we move on, it'll be where we'll be operating out of. So we'll be operating out of Camp Bronco to assist the ANA more than actually helping the 101st.
And that's for
So-
follow-on operations,
Yeah.
right? Okay.
Yeah. So optimally, we would want to go to Camp Bronco, so then we could just pick up operations from there and just keep moving on.
Gotcha.
If worse comes to worse and we don't have enough people on for 2 squads, which are we going to prioritize, one side of the bridge over the other, or are we going to do our best to split ourselves up over both?
Yeah, so we'll take if we need to, we'll probably take the eastern ridge because we have Raven on the western ridge, and we also have the 81st is there as well. So if we have less people than expected, then our entire force will just move on the eastern ridge and take Raiders scheme maneuver.
Hopefully, though, I mean, just based off numbers, like we've had people like to skip out on training because it's like oh, I don't want to train, but I mean, we've had enough for 2 squads show up pretty consistently.
Yeah.
At least for 2 fire teams per squad.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that should be fine.
Yeah, I think we'll be okay. And people more people like showing up for the first op of a deployment because they're like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Get all
Alright.
motivated about it. Brings a tear to my eye.
What's the FIST team's priority for medic gonna be? I guess it depends on who shows up.
Yeah, it's a good question. So I mean, we could prioritize you having a medic, but
I was actually gonna say potentially prioritize the other teams having a medic.
Yeah, so
yeah, because honestly, I think the objective of the fist is not to
To
really get
engage,
caught.
and so far we have not engaged, at least in the training.
yeah,
Mhm.
my priority for medic assignment is going to be the teams themselves first, and then Raven, and then the FST.
Yeah, let us be on the bottom.
Because hopefully, I mean, and you guys may get attacked, maybe. And I hope that enough medics show up that I can assign you one. But is the FST are you gonna want him in a team lead position, Steven? Role mechanically?
Yeah. So yeah.
Okay,
he'll
so
have, medicals.
you'll have the means as so our team with the CAT medical system, Vicolia medics are set as doctors because they can. That's the only way.
Yeah. I've actually noticed. I can do combat.
But you guys can do normal medic stuff, and I'll make sure. Let's make sure that you get CLS certified before this operation.
Already am.
Oh, good. You did the thing with water.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, that's way more information, honestly, than CLSs even need to know. So you'll be fine.
All right. So yeah. Any other questions? Warhorse specifically. Do you guys have any questions from 81st N? Anything you guys have anything at all? Questions or comments?
I got nothing. I'm just trying to come up with a game plan right now, and I think I forgot one, honestly.
What is our plan for air assets? I feel like that's a question that.
Oh, that's a question that
so
these guys have.
We it looks like we're short on pilots again for the op, at least fixed wing. Rotary wing, I don't think we're using any because we have no idea what the manpad situation is. We know they have like static AA, like ZSUs and stuff, but we don't have no idea about like man pads, so like igloos or stingers.
Do you know,
And
Warhorse? I know you guys also do a lot of fixed wing stuff. Do you have pilots that you know can be there?
Yeah,
Because that's kind of the issue. Is like I think
pretty
right now
sure.
we're planning that like if we have some, like if our fixed wing shows up, that's like well and dandy. But like we can't plan around it because we don't know it's gonna be there.
I can
for a
confirm
fact.
it.
Okay. Yeah, that'd be dope to know. They'd probably
I'll-
be in like an F-15, probably just for the speed.
Yeah, I've got a couple options actually. What time's the op again? On
so
Really, it's
the first phase is 1900 EST, but
right.
and then from there it'll be whenever the Pathfinders get. But we'll get everybody else online. Step off like everybody ready to go at around 2000 EST.
It's on Saturday, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Be on a server at 1900 EST.
Yeah, for the like the fixed wing pilots, I mean 1930 is probably better. If you need to like push it up because 1900 is gonna be.
I like them being.
Mhm.
Can anybody, anyone run?
Oh, so you're doing like the little write up on this shit too, right, Steven?
Yeah, I'm gonna write
write
the
up?
full
Okay.
the full con up. Yeah.
I just want to be able to review that shit, so
Yeah.
there's no confusion. All right, I'm good on my side. For the most
All
part.
right. Yep. Anybody else have anything?
Only things I would say, well, semi-related. I know we'd like toyed with the idea of like a retrans station or something. Are we gonna look at potentially doing that, or is that really not? And the only reason I say that is because otherwise we're gonna have to be like really conscious of comms issues, and like we're gonna need to really like team leaders. Everybody needs to, well, really team leaders and RTOs. The RTOs carry them by default, but I need the team leaders to know that they need to be carrying a SATCOM.
Well,
because
yes,
otherwise we're just gonna be fucked.
Yeah, so the team lead should all have SATCOMs anyway. The Fist will have a long range with them, and then the squad leader should have a long range or an RTO with them as well. So
And
they just need
androids.
long ranges. Yeah, if that case, and all the fobs have retrans sites or comm towers.
Okay.
So
okay.
yeah,
we
so
should.
Jeb
So
and
that's 50 kilometers, so that should be
yeah,
fine.
so,
Yeah,
yeah,
we should.
so especially with all that, and then so that's all we really need to do for that.
I mean, even with like
Perfect.
the excluding Raven and the Fist team, like we're not going to be that far apart from each other.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I think we'll be okay. And then as for the casting, so priority fires, if we only have like one pilot on, we'll run it through platoon command, and then each team will have to like kind of request cast, so then we can like divert it off to them. And then yeah, like once you like complete your mission, it'll come back under platoon command / the fucking wing commander. So then he can like divert it back. So we can like kind of keep them on standby to react to like crises, because we don't want like the 81st having cast the entire time and then like Raider gets fucked up or something. That makes sense.
Yeah, make sure that people get the coverage they need.
Yeah.
How are we doing comms this one? Are we going to go back to the normal squad system, or are we going to do
Gotcha.
the squad as platoon
Yeah.
command?
So it really depends on like the leadership turnout for the squads. Right now it's not looking too good for like the ground leadership. So
We do have several WLC candidates, though. I think they are coming, aren't they?
Yeah. Like I think we're good on team leadership, but the like squad
Squad
leadership
leadership.
will be lacking.
Oh, okay. Are you not gonna be there, Brody?
No, I'll be there.
Okay.
But
great.
I think
so I-
like
so I-
Greenlee's not going to be there.
Yeah, I think right now we'll have. I don't know if Nomad's going to be there because it was LOA.
Yeah, I doubt it.
But I mean, it's a Saturday, but yeah, we'll see. But yeah, so right now it's looking like we'll have Brody and myself as squad leaders, and then we'll work out some kind of platoon command situation to help out with like the coordination.
Yep. Yep. I'm gonna probably be late. I'm gonna try and get there early though. I'm driving to Tennessee Friday afternoon. mowing the yard Saturday morning and driving back. So I'm gonna have so much fun. This is why I hate owning. I love and hate owning that house in Tennessee because it's like, fuck me. I have to drive 4 hours to mow a yard.
Hire one of those like Mexicans or something.
Yeah,
I've tried.
Go to like the Home Depot and just
Where-
like.
I've
where we
tried.
at in the-
I've
where we at in
tried.
the
Do you
plan
not
in
have
order to-
minorities in Tennessee?
We're about done. So anyone else got any questions, comments, concerns?
I'm
Yeah,
glad
what
that
I'm-
that comment made it on the recording. Good job, guys.
Anything else?
We're real honest about ourselves in the Rough Riders.
I'm in Florida, man.
Oh, as for supplies, real quick, I'll just go over that. So there are some supplies at Restrepo, but we're not really going to count on like rolling up to Restrepo and just taking all their shit because yeah, like
We've relieved you from your siege. Please
Yeah.
give us all of your equipment.
Could the FS team at least get like a potential mortar, like rearmament there?
yeah. So we'll definitely have like that stuff will be available, but like we're not going to go like raid all their stand eggs and shit from like their fucking stuff. Like
Fuck them.
yeah, like we'll have so that with that being said, make sure you guys are like planning to like go without supplies for a while because with the AA situation, we have no idea what kind of supplies we can get into you. So just plan for that ahead of time. Like if you need to bring extra ammo, all that stuff, make sure you guys bring
Also,
it.
I'm looking at this map right now. Like not just I'm looking at it in Zeus. This shit is wild. This is not safe for helicopters. Like hardly
Yeah.
anywhere.
Like even if they didn't have fucking like stingers and shit, like the ridges are like so close, so you can just fire an RPG at something. Most
Yeah,
of the time.
this is nuts. This is like I see why it's called the Valley of Death now. Because this is wild.
Yeah, it's interesting. Very interesting. All right. Anything else from you guys? Questions, comments, concerns?
Glad I
Ask
could help.
now. Here's your chance. There's no dumb answers.
On
dumb people.
as for the medevac topic, medevac is like not gonna be a thing. Like I can't get you out of here. Once we secure the AO a little bit better, and we can get like ground Vics from the 101st, or like I can get to them via net and be like, hey, can we like get a castback Vic? That's really your only option. And like that sounds nice, but these roads connecting these FOBs are like
They don't
Tennessee
really
dirt
connect them.
roads in between like the Appalachian Mountains, full of Hajis. So
What are we looking
I
at for
honestly wouldn't even
How's
want to
that
be
any
in this
different?
region.
IEDs. The question IEDs. So we can expect a lot on the MSR. They're not really going to put them up on the ridges, but the 101st is planning for that. They're going to have like fucking Dukes, all that stuff in place, like EOD Vics.
All right.
Um,
What about freaking in between the DZ and 81st objective?
So again, like there's really no roads there.
Yeah,
I don't
figured-
expect
All right.
like throw an IED in like the middle of the forest because it's kind of hard for them to track that as well.
But you will
Um,
likely run into, insurgents. Like the Taliban
yeah.
especially loves these ridge lines
Yeah,
because
yeah.
they can like hit and run really fast. But it's
Yeah.
okay because the
So-
ridge line doesn't have houses on it, so you can just blow it the fuck away.
On the topic of medevacs, I know it's kind of a meme, but could you use smaller helicopters to try to get
No. No. This
'Cause
area
again, like,
is
it's-
absolutely a no-fly zone until we have like way better control.
Even a manpad's still lock on a little bird. Doesn't
No,
matter
no,
the
I
size.
thought you were talking about terrain, not a man.
Yeah, it is a terrain issue because of how easy this terrain makes using manpads or even just RPGs. Like these are really big.
If you lose a little
mountains.
bird, like 7.62 can rip that thing apart.
Yeah.
Super easy.
Yeah, this is like this is nuts. These mountains are way bigger than I thought.
What's the
Yeah.
medical facilities like at the cops there, Cuervo and Estrepo?
So Cuervo, I'm not sure if they have anything medical facilities because it was overrun. So they might not have anything like capable. But Restrepo has like an aid station there.
Restrepo is
LZ
very
for it.
small though.
Yeah, so like they have like very small capabilities. The FOBs are the bigger ones, so they have LZs and capable of like actual aid stations, and the cops are smaller and have like just normal type stuff. Nothing like over the top. And then Vaco, do you understand like the idea of the fist? Like what your like task is priority?
Yeah, boy.
Yeah. So then, like, the faster you can take out those positions and get the one first up there, the faster it'll be for us to get like resupply with the Shrepo and just get everything else moving.
Roger. And you just expect us to grab a ride with the one up first at some point, potentially?
I think I'd rather not have you like take a ride, but if like this whole ridge line is riddled with insurgents, you'll have to take them out. But yeah, I'd rather you just walk along up to Restrepo. It's not that far, but yeah.
You guys are gonna really like walking after this operation, I promise.
Everyone else, it's fun walking everywhere.
Fucker, I walk
Just
all
like
day.
Daisy.
Where the hell is my escapism?
Shady,
Yeah.
you're for sure gonna be there, right?
Yep.
All right, if you're good with the mortar, I want you with me. Because like our job's important, so I need
like
I need
Bill
people
Garnier
that are
now, dude.
consistent.
The Moya man.
Yeah. Nice. All right. Anything else? Last thing. Last comments. Anything?
Garnier.
I'll never take to war ever again.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't think of anything. Yeah, medical situation. I'm gonna like have to just go through with the medics. And be like, we're gonna have to keep moving. This is like, in general, my comment to any of you would be like, this is where the maneuver warfare memes become reality. Because like, if you get stuck here, this is gonna be so bad. Like, we gotta.
Yeah. And keep in mind the whole like Fallujah style fucking of cover we're gonna do. So Raider will kind of cover the eastern ridge, and Hornet will cover Raider will cover the western ridge. Hornet will cover the eastern ridge. So they'll be supporting each other's ridges because it's easier to get eyes on, like across that way, and like spot for the other ridge. So just keep that in mind as we're pushing on and we'll go over that again on game day. But yeah.
So, a quick question, I guess.
Mhm.
The town of Hassad there, like these towns where the HVT locations are, will it be our responsibility to lead the assault on them, or will we just be supporting the assault?
So I mean, we're supporting. It's battlespace shaping. So whatever we can do to like support the 101st maneuver north, we'll do. But right now, like our plan right now is to take the ridges. Of course, if there's like a heavy concentration inside Hassad that we can move and eliminate, we could do that. But like our priority is to take these ridges because they are
The hope here,
dangerous.
Brody, is because this is an elimination task and not a securing task, is that Raven finds him and shoots him in the face from very far away. That's the hope.
Or just blows them up.
Well, I'm less worried about the HVT and more about like them as fortified positions in the road. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, I mean, so we can't worry too. I mean, if they're fortified positions, then like Steven said, we're gonna have to try and support that. But if it's a DFP, we can just hit it with mortars. I'm assuming so that brings up the next question. ROE is hostile intent?
Yeah.
Okay.
But then for the towns and stuff, there are still civilians, so we can't just mortar all the towns. But at the same time, all the roads, like all the DFPs all in the area, like the trenches and shit they're building, we can easily spot and just hit
if
them.
a building in a town is like noticeably a DFP, can we hit it?
We'll see. I mean, we got to see how the civilian thing is, and we got to make sure we're doing. If we are going to do that, we got to use some kind of like laser guided munitions.
Right.
We can't just hit with mortar.
Yeah. We'll have to chit chat about that because Dawa's been having some issues with that. Like, I don't know if that's a Dawa issue or a laser guided issue.
It's oh, never mind. Not the issue I thought we were talking about. And I was gonna say that's a consistent issue, but yeah. I think
we'll definitely have a pilot there. By the way.
Okay, that's good.
Okay.
Yes, we will. Confirmed.
Cool.
I think that was a mechanical issue he was having with he was like switching between his vector and his laser designator a bunch, and he was saying it was breaking.
Oh, okay.
And we were like, then don't switch between, pick one. So, yeah.
So
do you want Cass? Sorry, go ahead.
No, I had nothing important to add.
Yeah. What's the Cass question?
Do you want a Cass on an F-15 or an A-10?
F-15.
I would definitely say an F-15 because like
run
A-10s
the
are
main
slow
pads.
as fuck. Yeah.
Okay, I'll let them know.
Do we have any fail safes in place potentially? Because like, let's say the 101st get like absolutely butt fucked along the MSR because of like either something we weren't able to like spot or some other fucking bullshit reason, what would be like the plan?
So, kind of a contingency for that is our main, part of phase 2 is the landing and then the follow on to relieve Copper Shepo. So if the 101st for some reason like cannot push, past or even up to phase line MacArthur, we'll kind of cancel phase 3 and just push south and then move to kind of relieve them and clear everything south of phase line MacArthur.
Roger. I'm guessing for a more game kind of a question, reinserts are not going to be possible.
Mm,
You got
yeah, I
paratrooped
wouldn't.
again.
I wouldn't say so. Yeah, we'll probably work something out. Maybe if we get to if we have a bunch of people down, maybe once we relieve Restrepo, we'll bring in some guys if they go down.
Maybe they can borrow a Humvee from the 101st.
Yeah, maybe we'll spawn them in with the fucking AI and they'll run along with them. We'll talk about that. I'll make a note on that.
So that I'm glad you brought that up. Warhorse, have we ever explained how we do like respawns and stuff?
He's deafened.
Oh. Brody's
did we
recording it,
adjust
so he'll
jump
listen
time?
to the
Yep, he'll
recording.
listen to it. It's fine.
So to clarify for Warhorse, and I'm assuming he wants it recorded so that Scout can listen to this. So to clarify for you guys, the way that we handle reinserts is that if you go down and a medic saves you, whatever, you're fine. But if you go down, you straight up die. Typically, we actually make an effort to reinsert those people as opposed to teleporting them.
Yeah.
So those people, we usually try to throw in a helicopter or whatever. That's why we're bringing that question up, because this is not really a safe situation for that. But for any technical crashes or
What you
things
could
like
do,
that, we do teleport people in if they crashed or they just joined or whatever.
what you could do is you could have whoever's flying in just do circles above the entire time, and you can make the plane a respawn point. So they respawn in the plane, and they can get their arsenal done inside the plane.
Yeah, but then they'd have to drop all the way and run 4 kilometers on
Yeah,
foot.
that's like some Kingo shit, dropping a single man parachuting.
That's true, but it's an idea rather than bringing a helicopter and risking that.
No, we wouldn't do that. I think we'll probably throw you with the 101st and say that you our reinforcements being put with them.
That would
get back.
That works.
Your guys.
And then for the case of the 81st, once you guys take Jeb, we can just put a spawn point there. So then once you guys are in there, or we could put just spawn them in Jeb, and then you guys kind of meet up with them. We'll work out some stuff with that, specifically for you guys as well.
Yeah, we'll figure that out.
Yeah, if you guys have the 101st, it'll take them a while to get all the way to you guys again.
Yeah,
that wouldn't be a bad idea. Say they're just reinforcing Jeb, just act like one of the AIs.
Jeb,
yeah, I mean we'll just spawn back in. Yeah. So we'll do that. For us, I think kind of like the 101st idea where we'll just spawn them with the push, and then they'll have to move up there with the AI. So we'll probably do that.
All right, that works. I gotta go be a counselor.
Okay, cool.
All right. So I'll see you guys later.
And we'll send you the recording so you can give it to Scout or whoever.
Yeah, thanks. I'll be giving you a briefing too, and I'll send him the thing so he can confirm.
Cool.
Have we adjusted drop time?
See you guys later.
We have not. As far as it's 02 for Pathfinders, then 03 for main body.
I would recommend moving that up.
Up for what?
Because to 0100 and then 0200, because daylight was peaking around 0400, where you can see. So I think it'd be nice for us to get a little more of a head start.
Well, yeah. So I actually had a question about that. Do we know anything about how ambient light runs on this map? Have we tested
no,
that yet?
Which is
my concern is that if it's lithium, then we're gonna have a situation where we want the jump to be like that, Greenlee, because we just want to jump in the dark and be able to see, not get fucked. Because
that's what I'm planning for. Because even if you guys have good light, you're not gonna be able to see the other ridgeline because it's thousands of meters away.
Yeah.
So you won't be able to see anything. So the fist team will be useless, and all of them will just be
Yeah. So that's the intent, is that we drop under the cover of darkness, and then as dawn breaks out, we're actually doing what we need to do, which is still early enough that
Yeah, so I think sunrise is usually around 4:30, around that area, where it starts to get pretty light. And then I can see it on the editor, so I'll make sure to confirm that. But I think 03 is plenty of times for the main body drop. Yeah, and then in time to get to Restrepo, even relieve Restrepo in time, and then set up the fist for all that. So there will be times when we're just, in the dark fighting. But for like phase 3 and all that, we really need to make sure we have enough daylight to push on the O101st and move with the ridges.
These roads are nuts.
Yeah, you'll go nowhere.
Fucking
I've been-
terrible.
These
Like,
roads are
they're
fucking. I'm looking at the
Chase,
road
going
that they're
to-
like going to be driving up, and this is fucking nuts.
Chase, go into Zeus. Look where I am right now. I've been driving up this road this entire briefing. And look at this.
I
I'm
don't
on
know how
a
you
cliff.
get a fucking This is some like South America like bus on the side of a mountain bullshit. Like
I'm literally driving off right next
Alright.
to a cliff.
Anything else?
Yeah, the Vicks are gonna be useless.
NORAD?
Okay, yeah, we're done.
cool.
So I'll get the count up
Brody.
in, the week.
What?
Did you end the recording already?
Let me hit the stop button.